But for me, I'm glad Ipileng picked me. For me, I want to see it as she cares about me, and it's just what her spirit told her to do. So she just had to follow her spirit.
That's actually what I wanted to hear. I wanted to hear your own view on the matter. Now, Blue, you were quite controversial, girl. You was in triangles, squares, all of them situations. And I didn't, as it has been going, we haven't been seeing people from, the SA side coming to Nigeria as much, but we're having that. We had Juicy around. Hi, Yvonne. We had Juicy around, and not so long ago, we had Yaya. We've had a couple people come through, so I'm really happy that you're here, and I'm hopefully you're gonna, party a bit. Of course. In the scene, because you do really well. But obviously, you were I don't know how to put it, a trouble causer in a situation.
Let me give you our language.
Thank
Instigator.
You were
not Blue. I make the rules, by the way.
Okay.
And I was not in a triangle.
Okay.
I make the rules.
Okay, so she said, listen, I wasn't in the triangle, I created it. I'm joking, but how did it feel from your point of view dealing with that situation? Because to a lot of people, it felt like, when we had Yemi over, we tried to talk about that situation with Yemi. And to a large extent, it did seem like you were in control of the situation, even though you were part of the situation. What was your idea going in? It was like you didn't particularly want to be attached, but at the same time, you were kind of attached. What was it exactly from your point of view?
What I'm going to say to you right now is, as I said, I make the rules. So everything that I did, it came out as I was just doing me. Let me just put it that way. I was just doing me, and it was not deep. It's not deep at all. So, that's all I'm going to say.
Said I was just doing me. I was just being an instigator.
Don't put words in my mouth. Girl.
They're the ones who said it, not me. But obviously it was fun to have you. I feel like, as I said, your personality shone through more than anything. So people who fell in love with you for that. And then again, it's a game. At the end of the day, it's a game. All right. Yvonne, I don't know. I feel like people just took a liking to you. And I don't know what it is about you that people tend to just like.
It's grace.
It's most likely grace. But I never really saw you. And I think Juicy was very upfront with, his likeness for you. But at first, I feel like a lot of us might have thought that, okay, it was just the random likeness thing. It was going to turn into like a brother-sisterly relationship. What were we thinking?
I was thinking everything aside, but when it happened, Jussie was my friend before anything, and I wanted that to be, be the case.
Yeah.
Friendship before anything. And I'm glad I met a friend on the show.
I love that. So what you're saying is right now it's just friends? It's just friendship? Or... friendship is a good bedrock, though. It's a good foundation.
We are wonderful friends.
That's not what we're
I went there to, sell myself, the brand, on God's will, push my interior designing, and that happened. And
yeah, so, okay, I get that.
Yeah.
Now, talking about being or getting to the finals, I had asked you earlier, Yvonne, if it was something you had envisaged going into the house. There are people who will tell you, I'm just coming here, even if I'm here for a week, I've done what I need to do, I'm just coming for the vibes. There are people who will tell you, I'm going to be here till the last day. What was it for you?
So when I got in, the first 2 weeks, I'm like, okay, let me just sell the ad, move in. So when people kept saying, okay, people see something in me, so I kept wanting it for myself, and I stayed to the finale. So it was a good thing for me, and I'm glad it happened that way.
All right, I love that. Okay, now Kanaga.
Talk to me.
How did it feel being in the finals? I feel like you might have been one of those people who had their eyes on the last day from the very start. Am I wrong or?
So for me, I saw myself as someone who was about, pushing the brand, and, whatever comes, we just leave as the day comes. The games be very, very competitive. Win that money. I just kept on being positive, and sometimes, you get to question a lot of things.
Yeah.
But when I got into the 9th week-ish, I was like, man, just maybe there are people out there who are like, we believe in this guy. So
Is there a time, sorry to cut you, but is there a time when you guys are in the house and maybe nominations come up and all of that, do you have like little to no faith? You never really truly know. I feel like at some point you have to be super confident. Are you ever fully confident that you are not going home?
No,
You can't be fully confident.
For real?
For real, man.
So you guys go through that torture every
And the funny thing is, even the day you are saved, and you know you're not going home, it's boom, boom.
Why? Because you just feel like Big Brother's gonna twist it.
Send you out anytime.
And another thing is,
Even when you're ahead of house.
Yeah.
Even when you're ahead of house.
Bro,
When Sunday comes,
how do you guys sleep in that
you
house?
know the sound you guys hear from the TV.
Yes.
We were listening to it
We're
directly,
listening
so
to the
it's
sound directly.
Oh, you're actually. Oh, wow. You know, I
Yeah.
thought it was like. I mean, okay, it's live, but then I just thought we were the only ones here.
no,
Oh, no.
man.
Because that sound be sounding like
It's
Rapture
right
or something.
Man, it's traumatic.
It's right there. So like
Yo.
you're like, man, you don't just know what to expect. So that days where you're like, I'm confident but shaking. You know, so
Yeah.
you don't just know what to expect. But yeah, I got to like the 7th, the 8th week. I'm like, man, you be like,
With
see.
time, you just get confident that
Yeah,
people are
people
saving
are
me,
actually
people like me,
saving me,
people like
people
what
like
I'm
me.
doing. So
Yeah.
you just have that little confidence in
Because you don't really have any outside
Every-
communication at the end of the
Yeah.
day. Crazy. Ebubu, what was it like for you? You know, getting to the finals. You were just like, oh, it's whatever. Or I mean, you knew earlier than everybody else, but like, was it overwhelming for you?
At first, I was shocked because Ipileng picked me at everything.
Yeah.
I never saw myself as a top 3 on our list or
Mm-hmm.
anything. Yeah, but I'm glad she did, and most people started thinking that because you're in the final early, it's going to maybe drop your game or something because
Yeah.
you come. But actually, that's a wrong misconception. Because
Yeah.
that is when you're actually on your toes.
I
Because
get
you
that.
know if anything you do, you slip up your chances.
True
so
that,
you just
true
have
that.
to keep carrying on. Then you have to be very cautious of your mic and everything. So you don't get strikes and all that stuff. So,
Yeah.
but it was a good run, and I'm
I
glad
love
for the
that.
experience. yeah.
Now, Blue, for you, I mean, you came in after some people were already in the house. And, we had situations where people would come in and by the next week they were out.
Yeah.
You had quite a long run and you definitely made your mark. How does that feel for you? Because everyone knows you. Everyone does.
everybody knows Blue.
I mean, you have already felt the love, but how
Yeah,
did that
yeah.
longevity, did you envisage it at all?
But
Oh,
nah.
man. It's amazing. It's amazing. And also having the best partner. You really rock, man. You really rock. Because sometimes I'd feel, a bit down.
Yeah.
But he'll encourage me and give me hope, give me faith. Because when it came to the evictions,
Yeah.
Sunday evictions, during the week you'll not feel it. Trust me, you'll not feel it. But when Sunday
On
comes-
that day.
when Sunday comes and Big Brother calls you in the diary room,
Yo.
This may be your last
Wahala.
therapy session. You're like,
wahala,
"Amazing."
you will feel it. But it's been a great journey. Obviously, I wanted to get to the end, but unfortunately, but I played my
No,
game.
you did well.
Man. I
You
played
did
my
well.
game,
You
and
did
I'm
really
happy with the
well.
outcomes. So yeah.
I think with Big Brother, it's definitely a situation of it's not how far, but how
how
well.
well.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. 100%. Now, Kanaga, I've got one question for you.
I
I
got
mean,
you, got you,
you
got
and Tati, you guys had a thing. It was cute, but you guys would have little friction here or there, makeups in here or there. I always enjoyed your conversations because they just always felt pretty profound. And it was wonderful, seeing you guys in the finals. It was so cute. I'm like, oh, this is such a cute moment. Was that something you ever thought was going to happen? And how did that feel, getting to that point together? You guys definitely had a bond.
So first of all, I was just very concerned about her game.
Okay.
Besides the fact that we were together, I was all about, man, I don't just want you to come here and it's a situation where you're like, yo, this guy 247. If you have
And
something,
that would eclipse her. Yeah. Mhm.
because me, I was all about selling myself, and I also want to see someone who I'm having a conversation or I'm together with at the point also progress in the house. So yeah, if there's one thing I always said to her was, you would just maneuver your way to the finals. I don't know how, but I feel like you'd maneuver your way to the finals. It was really great, seeing her at the finals, and we're together at the finals.
Do you think that bond helped with each other's advancement?
Man, I really don't know, man. You're just in there living your life. You don't know what's happening on the outside. So I feel like we just got there because it was destined to happen. So yeah.
Okay. All right. I love that. So now, guys, I mean, moving forward, you've had a wonderful time in the house. Now you've come in contact with the world, and the world seems to love you. What next, Ebubu?
For me, it's to just keep pushing, this this new status, milk it.
Nothing was the same.
Yeah, exactly. There's something I've been saying. I slept on Sunday, a normal person, but I woke up on Monday, superstar. So I have to start accepting that this is the thing I've been fighting for all these years, and it's finally come. So I have to be as calculative as possible, so I don't throw it all away again. So and what next? I do things on bigger scales, much proper and in a much more professional manner, and more gigs, more blessings. And
blessings.
Yes, any positive thing life has for me. I'm willing and ready to grab it.
Blue, what about you?
Blue is all about the vibes, right? So anything entertainment, let's go. So the dancing, the DJing, the music. Also, I love fashion. I'm going into that as well.
Okay.
So yeah, let's see what we have.
Can't wait. Yvonne, girl, what's popping?
Yvonne is fine. So for Yvonne, it's been interior designing before the house, and I want to continue that. The business of interior designing, doing it on a bigger scale, corporate spaces, getting the deals for hotels, furnishing a hotel, that would be like a dream come true for me. And also like entertainment, acting, presenting, everything, like ambassadorial deals, everything. Like I'm down for it. Just here to build the brand Yvonne God's will.
Love that. Kanaga, what about you?
You already know. For Kanaga, it's about Kanaga the brand. As you can see here, Kanaga is putting on Kanaga brand.
He said, I don't play. I don't be playing. Love it.
Yeah, so with Kanaga, Kanaga is a creative director, creative stylist, model, actor, footballer, basketballer, all-round entertainer, cultural influencer, influencing fashion, lifestyle, telling stories and stuff. I'm open to working with big brands on big scales, professional level, getting the bag, and being one of the biggest influencers out here, man.
Love it, guys. I can't wait to see all of you doing all these wonderful things. Blue, hopefully by next week you'll be DJing at something cool. I already have the hint for you. I'll give it to you off air.
Listen. All about the vibe.
I love it.
Boys are delicious.
Bro, okay, so at this point, you know who you should have on a record when you bring out one. But guys, it's been absolutely amazing having you here. You are such a fun bunch, and I wish you all the best. Hit me up when you're doing any of those things, okay?
Thank you.
All right.
Furnish a little space, call me.
Oh, no, I know who to call for everything, right? But thank you, guys.
And if you have the scripts, bring it together.
We are going to be working on the scripts together.
Let's go.
And if you need some entertainment, go Blue.
Girl, look at where you are.
You need some vibes on fire.
You know what we're going to do? She's just going to create the space. He's going to dress us all up. She's going to provide the music. He's going to be the hype man. I've already created it.
Hey,
Guys, it's Party No Day Stop. Adekunle Gold and Zinoliski on your number one hit music station. I've been hanging out with the finale people of BBN, and it's been amazing vibes. It's still the Midday Show. You're rocking with me, EVE. Bye.
Can't believe this my life. Everything come align. They look at me so surprised. Shamadelo don't buy. I know it's hurting your pride. Believe me, I don't mind. Party no they stop when we pop. Yeah, we are plenty spending like it's nothing. Party no they stop when we pop. Yeah, we are plenty spending like it's nothing. See me, I know they worry, cause Oluwa don't consign me. I know they put my foot, no consign me. Kinda slow, but I'm always on timing. Say my eyes don't see many things, see me, Ogbadura for time. If you see the hate, you need therapy. Good vibes, no bad energy, yeah. Aje, si baja de ton, I want that. Si baja fe mule na banga. Anyway, I don't iron. I go get time for wala. I don't get we fine like Rihanna. Spend it like go big Cubana. Liberty for Tony Montana. Original not made in China.
Party no they stop when we pop. Yeah, we have plenty spending. Like it's nothing. Party no they stop when we pop. Yeah, we have plenty spending. Like it's nothing. Party no they stop when we pop. Yeah, we have plenty spending. Like it's nothing. Party no they stop when we pop. Yeah, we have plenty spending. Like it's nothing.
It ain't cool if it ain't playing on Cool FM. Turn it up!
Let's go!
Bring the heat, Clamsy.
I say fire them, kill a man shit. The girl, kill a man shit. Kill a man shit. Take girl, kill a man, cheat a man shit. Baby, don't delay. Baby, on the low. You better pass me your love, oh. And on the low, make me link up. Yeah. I give you love like Zaza. Nobody do it like Zaza. I buy you that new Prada. Nobody do it like Zaza. Yeah, I give you love like Zaza. Nobody do it like Zaza. I buy you that new Prada. Nobody do it like Zaza. Yeah, say my pretty girl, where you dey go? Oh, we never finish, so where you dey go? Oh, you know, say now me dead on the show. Oh, dance and shake it like you on the show. The way you do your thing, you more than them. On the dance floor, you fire them. On the finish line, you finish them. The way you move your waist, you fire them. I give you love like Zaza. Nobody do it like Zaza. I buy you that new Prada. Nobody do it like Zaza. Yeah, I give you love like Zaza. Nobody do it like Zaza. I buy you that new Prada. Nobody do it like Zaza. Yeah, kill wine. Cause all the girls, them they line. Me, I know mine to be this side. Cause I know that you be best, you get 5. The way you do your thing, you more than them. On the dance floor, you fire them. On the finish line, you finish them. The way you move your waist, you fire them. I give you love like Zaza. Nobody do it like Zaza. I buy you that new Prada. Nobody do it like Zaza. Yeah, I give you love like Zaza. Nobody do it like Zaza. I buy you that new Prada. Nobody do it like Zaza.
The biggest and most consistent comedy show in Africa is here again. It's AY Live Legendary Edition on Easter Sunday, April 9th, featuring Alibaba, Gandoki, I Go Die, Cordons, Funny Bone, Akboro, Acapella, Testoka, Real Worry Pekin, Arinze Baba, Ajebo, Mr. Paul, Ogwefi, hosted by the most followed comedian in Africa, AY. Musical performances by legendary and rave-making Nigerian musical artists at home and abroad. AY Live will be a town hall of 3 different generations of comedic experience. Echo Convention Center, Victoria Island, Lagos. The show starts 7 p.m. Tickets regular 6,000 naira, VIP 30,000 naira, Go Table 2.5 million naira, Premium Table 5 million naira. Ticket outlets, all Ebano supermarkets, Film House Cinemas, all Tasty Fried Chicken outlets. Call 0704-921-5448. Powered by Bowman Wires, Revolution Plus Properties, New Age. Proudly sponsored by Tingo Mobile. Packaged by Nanri Maku Events. Media partner, Cool Wazobia Info.
Every day brings memories that shows us the whole story. I believe and I dare to dream. Where such a love sends laughter in the Nutri-Milk. I'm a drink away from making memories. Nutri-Milk. All good things in just one drink. Nutri-Milk. Everybody say share Nutri-Milk. Share love. Share Nutri-Milk. Share love. Share Nutri-Milk. Share love.
A quality product of Seaway.
2 a.m. in Lagos. When your people sleep and my people wake up. 2 a.m. in Lagos. They them start to buff me, they put the makeup up. Hustle the pay. So fast, say, God name. Hustle the pay. So fast, say, I know leave my game. Day and night, we the grind like day and night. Get the money like all the time. Day and night, day and night. We the grind like day and night. Get the money like all the time. Talking about the funds and the money and gold. Marlon no getting in like gold. Not too fast and not too slow. You just get scope and get eco. Gratitude that is steady drop. If you won't get grace, make you no go come. Attitude that you walk on, make you come my place, I be comfortable. When your people sleep and my people wake up. 2 a.m. in Lagos. They them start to buff me, they put the makeup. Hustle the bed. So fast, say, God name. Hustle the bed. So fast, say, I know leave my game. Day and night, we the grind like day and night. Get the money like all the time. Day and night, day and night. We the grind like day and night. Get the money like all the time. 2 a.m. in Vegas. When your people sleep and my people wake up. 2 a.m. in Lagos. They them start to buff me, they put the makeup. Hustle the pay.
Cool FM, your number one hit music station. 96.9
Vegas.
Cool FM.
Shout out to my mommy. I do not want to call me. If you got the problem, call God do. If you get the business, all me. Everybody wanna take, but nobody wanna give. I'm out living in a jungle, oh no. If you got the problem, call you got that problem. If you get the business, all me. Normally, I want more get one thing, normally. Don't even bother me, only thing I want right now is the pass and dollar. My money, big money, currency. When nobody bother me, only thing I want right now is the pass and dollar.
Our best in my fumigates. Need 2023 ball, it's a bad update. Double 8 for my suffocates. My jacara want my jubilate, my to celebrate. Yeah, the men just never crying, cause my time is wonderful. I've been through hell in this life. Raised in the jungle, used to the wildlife. Put out the project, now I'm a bad man. Stood up by the pain by the joy. I just wanted to be heard, she be me no shining boy. La haula, wala quata, ila bilia ila zin, I can't stop the boy. Bow, 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 fow, 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 jow, 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 loud, 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 wow, 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 cow and name is mau, mau, so the go be daru, daru.
Oh, nah, no money.